Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ongsuman Sinha Mathematics. So in this video we are going to learn about exercise 11C from compound interest chapter of CBSE class 8, obviously from R.S. Agarwal mathematics book. Now before starting exercise 11C we have to remember some formulas. What are those formulas? Let us see. First come to this formula, that is, suppose that the interest compounded half yearly. If the interest compounded half yearly, then what happened? Rate, then if the interest compounded half yearly, then rate should be r by 2. In place of r we should take r by 2, and in place of time we take 2n, that is compound interest, that is compounded half yearly. That now in 1 year we should always consider it as 1 year. Now in 1 year it is obvious that in 1 year there will be 2 half year, so that's why we have taken 2n over here. Hope you will able to understood it. Now so the amount should be, formula of amount should be p into 1 plus r by 2 into 100 whole to the power 2n. Understood? Next, the compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So the first case, that is interest compounded half yearly. Interest compounded half yearly. If so, if interest compounded half yearly, then principal should be equal to p, rate equal to r% per annum, obviously per annum or per year. Next, time is equal to n year. If the time is equal to n year, then rate r should be, if the interest compound half yearly, then the rate changes to r by 2. Okay, rate changes to r by 2, and time changes to 2n into half year. Understood? So this is the first formula, interest compounded half yearly. Next come to interest compounded annually, interest compounded quarterly. Interest compounded quarterly. Now half year means 1 by 2, quarter means 1 by 4. Okay, so here principal is p. If we take rate is equal to r% per annum, and time is equal to n year, then rate that changes to this is changes, rate should be changes to r by 4. Okay, r by 4%, and time changes to 4n. So now for interest compounded half yearly, the amount should be, I forgot to written here, the amount. What will be the formula of amount? Amount should be p into 1 plus r by 2 into 100 whole to the power twice n. This should be twice n. twice n. Understood? Or again I am writing P into 1 plus R by 2 into 100 whole to the power twice n. Okay, and here the amount should be P into 1 plus R by 4 by 100 whole to the power 4n. Okay, or again I can write that 1 plus R by 4 into 100 whole to the power 4n. Understood? So these are two formulas that we have to use in this exercise. So let us come to the exercise 11C. So exercise 11C of R.S. Agarwal, compound interest chapter. Okay, first let us come to the first math. In first math, this is the first math. In first math, it is given that find the amount and the compound interest of 8,000 1 year 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So next move to the exercise 11C. Exercise 11C of R.S. Agarwal math book, compound interest. So here as you can see that we have to find the amount and the compound interest of rupees 8,000 1 year 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So here P is equal to obviously rupees 8,000 is P, and time is equal to 1 year, rate percent 10%. It is given to us. Now since it compounded, we have to mind that compounded half yearly. So P will be fixed 8,000. T should be now in 1 year there is 2 half year, so T should be 2 here, and rate percent, rate should be changes from 10 to R by 2 since compound half yearly. So 10 should be changes to 10 by 2, that is 5. Okay, now so the we have to find the amount. So amount is equal to P means 8,000 into 1 plus R by 2 means 5 by 100 to the power 2. This we have to calculate. So here this is 8,000, next this is 105 by 100 into 105 by 100 obviously. So again if we do the calculations, I mean 4 into 105 into 21. So if we do the calculation, so that should be rupees 8820. Okay, so 8820. So next move to another question. Now question number 2. Now in question number 2, and I am following exercise 11C. So in question number 2, the principal value is given 31,250. This is the principal value, and time is equal to 1.5 year, and rate percent 8%. So since it compounded half yearly, so the time we should take P as 31,250. T is equal to 3, because in 1.5 year there should be 3 half year, and rate R is equal to obviously 8 by 2, that is 4. So, amount, we have to find the amount. Again amount, we have to put the formula. One plus r by 100 whole to the power 3. If we do the calculation, we will get the answer. So, I suggest you that you should do the calculation in your own. Next, move to another question. Question number 3. In question number 3, find the amount of the compound interest. Question number 3. Question number 3, it is given the find the amount of the compound interest on 12,800 for 1 year at the rate is given 7 whole 1 by 2%. Okay, this is question number 3. So, we have to find the amount. So, here P is equal to 12,800, T is equal to, in 1 year there should be 2 half years. So, T is equal to 2 and rate R is equal to 7 whole 1 by 2 by 2. So, 15 by 4%, that is the R. Okay. So, amount should be 12,800 into 1 plus R by 100, that is 15 by 4 by 100 whole to the power 2. Understood? So, 12,800 into 1 plus 15 by 4 into 100 whole to the power 2. So, if we can do the calculations, here it is given compounded semi-annually. Compounded semi-annually. Semi-annually means half yearly. Semi-annually means half yearly. So, this would be the calculation. Now, if we do the calculation over here, this is 12,800 into 415 by 400 into 415 by 400. Okay. So, now do the calculation. So, if we do the calculation, this should be 13,778. 13,778. Okay, this would be the amount. Now, actually the answer is differ from the book. So, we have to find the amount and compound interest. So, the compound interest should be 13,778 minus 12,800. If we do the calculation, 13,778 minus 12,800, so this is 8 is 7 9 978. Actually, this is differ from the book. So, again I am suggest you that you should do it in your own. If you have any problem regarding any correct answer regarding that, then you can tell me, comment me in my comment box. Next, we are moving to another question. Next, question number 4. Question number 4 is similar. Question number 4 is similar to question number 3. So, you just do it in your own. Next, come to question number 5. Question number 5, what is given in question number 5? Swati borrowed rupees 40,960. Rupees 40,960 he borrowed from the bank, and the bank charges at a rate of 12.5% per annum, compounded half yearly. what amounts you will pay after 1.5 year. So this is compounded half yearly. So rate, this is the rate should be this, and time 1.5 year. So T should be 3 here, and rate since it compounded half yearly, rate should be 25/4. This is 25/2. That means 25/4. 25/4%. So the amount should be 40,960 into 1 plus this, that means 25/4 into 100 whole to the power 3. Understood? So this is 40,960 into 1 plus 1/16 whole to the power 3, that is 40,960 into 17/16 into 17/16 into 17/16. Okay. Next we have to move the calculation. If we do the calculation, this would be 49,130. 130. This would be the 49,130, the amount. So this amount should be paid by her. Okay. What amount should be paid by her? So rupees 49,130 should be paid by her, that is by Swati, and the interest that's equals to 49,130 minus 40,960, that will be the interest. So rupees 8170. So that is the interest should be paid by her, and this is the amount, rupees 49,130. This is exercise 11C, question number 5. Next move to another question, and we are doing exercise 11C, compound interest chapter, R.S. Agarwal, class 8. Okay. So next move to another question. The question is Muhammad Aslam purchased a house. This is the question. As you can see, this is the question. Question is Muhammad Aslam purchased a house from Vikas as a credit. So here also compounded half yearly compounded given. So I just suggest you that you should go through this question. Now here the interest is 12%. So new interest should be 12/2. Okay, and time T should be a year and a half, that means T should be 3. So 3 here, this is 6, this is 12,500, and here this question is quite similar. So question number 6, 7, 8, question number 6, 7, 8, question number 6, that is question number 6, 7, 8 will be the homework. You should try it in your own. Okay. Next we are moving to question number 9. Now question number 9, what is given in question number 9? Question number 9, it is given that Sudarshan deposit rupees 32,000 in the bank, where the interest is credited quarterly. If the rate of interest 5% per annum, what amount should we receive after 6 months? So here the principal is given rupees 32,000 on the bank, credited quarterly. It is so compounded compounded quarterly, that is given, and the rate of interest R 5% is given. For quarterly it should be 5/4%. Okay, and the amount after receive 6 months. So 6 month means 2 quarter, that means, so T is equal to 2 should be here. So obviously so here the amount should be 32,000 into 1 plus 5/4 100 whole to the power 2, 32,000 into means 1 plus 1/5 whole to the power 2, that means 32,000 into, this is 6/5 into 6/5. So if we do the calculation, friends, I am extremely sorry for this mistake. Actually in the calculation, this is calculation mistake. So 32,000 into 1 plus 5/4 by 100 whole to the power 2, that means 32,000 into 520 means 1 plus 1/80 by 2. So this is 32,000 into 81/80 into 81/80. So now if you do the calculation, so 32,805, so this should be the amount. Next so rupees 32,805 he will be received after 6 months, okay. Next come to question number 10. Now question number 10, as you can see from here, question number 10, that Arun took a loan of rupees 3,90,000 from Kuber Finance. If the company charges the interest of 16% per annum compounded quarterly, what amount will be discharged after 1 year? So here the amount, that is the principal is given 3,90,625 is the principal, and rate is given 16%. This given time is equal to 1 year. Time is equal to 1 year. So principal P is equal to 3,90,625. R is equal to R/4, that is the new rate, that is equal to 16/4, that is equal to 2%, and since it compounded quarterly, so in 1 year there should be 4 quarters, so T should be 4 over here, understood. In 1 year there should be 4 quarters, 1 quarter means 3 months. So the amount of 3,90,625 into 1 plus R/100, R means 4/100 into to the power 4, okay. So 3,90,625 into 26/25, 26/25, 26/25, 26/25. So if we do the calculations, we are getting 4,56,976, 4,56,976 976. So that will be the amount, this amount, that is 456,976 will be rupees 4,56,000 will be discharged from Arun's account after 1 year.